Today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things people rarely mention about LA. Okay? Because there is so much content out there and it's always the same stuff. And I want to tell you things that people in LA know about, but they're just not spoken about that much in the general public and for people who don't live here. Okay? So, number 1, the earthquakes. Imagine I'm in my bed, it's a double bed, I'm in the room on my own, and I'm sleeping, and I feel like the bed is starting to kind of move a little bit slowly. I feel like I'm kind of on a ship, and I'm like, no, okay, I'm clearly dreaming. And then that shaking becomes faster and more violent. And then the headboard starts to now bang against the wall, and I'm now awake. And I wake up and the bed is literally moving like this and the whole room is moving and I'm now freaking out. I'm in the dark, I'm in a place that I don't really know, I'm completely alone, and I'm wondering, oh my god, what the hell is going on? Like, is this whole block like just gonna collapse on top of me? And then I was like, or am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? Like, what is this? What is this? I cannot tell you the fear. So now I'm on this bed, which is moving in the dark, and I am screaming like a lunatic because I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then after some time passed, the shaking subsided and everything kind of calmed down. I managed to get out of the bed, to turn the light on, to go and find my landlord to see what the hell is going on. And he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, we are in the valley, so we do get tremors. Like, that's, like, really normal for us. I'm like, oh, what? Like, nobody told me that you get tremors, like, regularly in the valley. And then the next day, I'm finding out it was on the news that it wasn't a tremor. Like, this earthquake was like actually 4.5. There were a number of people in the neighborhood woken up out of their sleep. It wasn't just myself. So I'm not exaggerating. It was some crazy stuff, yeah? So I just want to make you aware that that does happen here. The weather is beautiful and people always talk about the beautiful weather, but since I've been here and since that earthquake, there have been several tremors which I've experienced, some while asleep and some while not asleep. There's actually a part of LA called Wiltshire, which is actually, that part of LA actually sits on an active volcano. Like, there is actually lava bubbling up underneath us, like, just waiting one day. It could be next year, it could be 100 years from now, but this is just to make you aware, okay? This is just so you don't have the kind of shock that I have, because I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody else. I was freaking out. Okay, moving on. Number 2, it's legal here in the state of California to smoke weed. So pretty much everywhere you go, you're gonna smell marijuana everywhere. You can smoke it, you can eat it, you can buy it from the local shop. Your Uber driver may try and sell it to you, and here it's pretty cash. Everyone's very relaxed about it, and it's pretty much the norm. So if you're coming from, I don't know, certain parts of Europe or certain other parts of the world, like maybe India, China, just to make you aware, don't be offended, don't freak out. You can say no, nobody will judge you, just to make you aware that that is a thing here. I know that it's been a thing for a while in places like Amsterdam, but if you're from pretty much anywhere else in the world other than Amsterdam, it's not so widely available, and it's like here everyone's so open about it, and it's just there. So that's another thing. Point number 3. The adult industry, also known as porn. The porn industry in LA is huge. It's absolutely booming. It's a multi-million-dollar industry here. the porn industry have their own set of rules and agendas, as kind of a company or an organization that they have to stick to, which is a law unto itself, completely separate from the acting industry or from any other kind of entertainment based industry. So just to let you know, if you're kind of good looking, male or female, and you're about in LA, do not get too offended if somebody with a little bit of money in a big car stops and says to you, hey, I really like your look. You look great in my porno. I will pay you X amount of dollars, $1,000, whatever. That's just how people roll out here. If you look good, you are very likely to get approached. Again, whether you accept, decline, whatever, it's not my problem. I'm not here to judge. That's up to you. I'm just letting you know. So you don't get into any kind of unnecessary altercation or beef with people, you know? Because, like I say, out here, that's just normal. That's just part of LA, okay? Number 4. A lot of people out here have delusions of grandeur, meaning they talk a lot of... People here really like to talk themselves up. Now, I'm not talking about small exaggerations. I'm talking about people will straight up lie to you in your face that they're doing A, B, and C, that they are this director, that they know this director, that they know this actor, that they've worked on this project, that they were in this, that they were in that. Until you've seen evidence of this, just take everything everybody says with a pinch of salt. People here do really like to kind of believe their own BS, you know? Some people actually believe what they're saying is true because they've told that many lies. So yeah, it's just to make you aware. Do not trust anybody that you do not know, that you did not know before you got here. Like, what can I say? This is a playground for creatives, and you know, creatives are very good at lying convincingly. A lot of us get paid to do that. So just don't be naive. Okay. Last but not least, on a serious note, something that really shocked me, so number 5, something that really shocked me when I arrived here was the amount of homeless people that are on the streets of LA. And I mean literally, you can go to certain neighborhoods where homeless people are they're just lying on the pavement in front of you, lying on the floor, sleeping in the middle of the day, like sitting around talking to themselves. There is a really big homeless problem here in LA, and I would like to see something done about that, actually. I know that the government here quite recently were given a huge sum of money, and they actually went around the whole of LA and picked up a lot of homeless people from around California, and they moved them all to a place called Skid Row, which is downtown LA. And the situation at the time was that these people were going to be housed in a hotel for a month, but there was no plan following that as to what was going to happen to these people. Now, I am a humanitarian. Like, I care about people. I am from a social services, social care background. Like, for me, that is not something I take lightly. I'm not a kind of person who can just step over somebody and pretend that they're not there because I'm that much in my own world or in my own head. No. We need to help. We need to do what we can, and we need to raise an awareness, and we need to, I don't know if we need to raise money. I don't know if we need to march, but something has to change, man. There are the number of, it hurts me to talk about it because some of the things that I've seen in that regard, like, I'm coming to America from the UK. So that is 2 of the richest countries in the world. I'm not expecting to find situations similar to something you'd see on the news in a third world country. It is not acceptable. If you're in a position to, please, you know, if you can give somebody a sandwich or an apple or $1 or $2, please, you know, do what you can. But it's just to make you aware that, you know, this dream of LA and California as it's portrayed to us on the media is not as accurate. It's not that accurate. You know, there are a lot of sketchy parts of LA. You do have to be careful, and you do have to be about that. So yeah, if you found anything I've said today interesting, or you want to make a comment, you want to talk to me, you want to ask me any questions, feel free, put it in the comment box below. If you liked anything that I had to say, please like and please subscribe to my channel. There'll be lots more coming up. Bye.